wife, I wrote down my I'm Phil Ahern. I was Susan's husband for 38 years. And I said, yeah, what? You can read this. Let's read. Susan Ahern's full name was Susan Gail Kiernan Ahern. The name Gail was spelled G-A-E-L, indicating a relationship to Gaelic, that is, to Irish. Her father, Terence Kiernan, was of Irish background. Her mother, Dorothy Betts, was of Scotch and Welsh background. Susan set an example of many traditional values like hard work, honesty, punctuality, and courage. All of these values or qualities have been passed along to her daughter, Elizabeth, and to some extent they've also been passed along to me, although I knew it, the train.
How long does it take?
It's fitting that I'm this is not my speech, but I can say this while the train's passing. Today I dropped my cell phone in a bucket of water, and total water damage. It's a total loss. So it's just that kind of day. Now the train comes, so it seems fitting somehow. Is it gone?
Not yet.
I think it lasts longer than this, right?
But maybe the horn.
Yeah, there's no more. Okay, I'll go back to it. We're in a pretty... Okay, sorry. I thought it was last night I was doing 8 o'clock and the train just went on and on and on. So I thought it was good. Okay. Well, I was saying all these values these good qualities were passed along to our daughter Elizabeth, and to some extent passed along to me, but I was only 30 years old when I met Susan, so some of my other qualities were already kind of set by that time. Now, no doubt some of Susan's courage or toughness was passed on from her mother, who, like Susan, also set a good example. Susan's mother was a high school teacher of English and Latin. All 4 of her children became teachers of one sort or another. Her brothers, Michael and Kevin, became college professors, and her sister, Dorothy, became a Catholic nun and works with elementary school children. Susan's father was also a tough cookie, and he worked all his life at the Charles Parker Company in Maryland. In his youth, he was hoping to be an author, but he decided to make a living instead. Susan did regular workouts, and at her urging, everyone in our family ate healthy foods. Up until about a year before she passed away, she would do regular workouts at UH downtown and at 24 Hour Fitness. In addition to diet and exercise, Susan also got tested for cancer frequently. In short, she followed all the practices that were supposed to prevent cancer, but she got it anyway. She was attacked by a particularly difficult kind of breast cancer called triple negative. Obviously, there are a lot of questions in the field of cancer research that need to be answered. So far, I've been emphasizing certain traditional qualities that Susan had. However, if that's all there was to Susan, we wouldn't even be here tonight. There wouldn't be so many people who loved her. There was a lot more to Susan than the qualities I've mentioned so far. She was actually quite complicated. What were some of those other qualities? First of all, Susan was a truly good person. I don't think she had a mean or vindictive bone in her body. She taught goodness to her daughter Elizabeth and to me, not by preaching about it, but by setting an example. She was famous for her sense. I wrote this afternoon knowing this statement was going to be acceptable. I said, she was famous for her sense of humor and wit. I said, many people tonight have already referred to this wit and humor. I knew I would be safe with that. Her example of loving and caring kept alive an atmosphere of love in our home. I'm almost done here. important point. Susan got along both with people who do fit in and also with people who don't fit in. It's even possible that if she had to choose between those who do fit in and those who don't, she would choose the latter. As an example of this preference, I cite her choice of husband. A musician who never fit in. This brings me to the conclusion of my remarks. When Susan married me, she had a false impression that she was marrying a composer of music. When I met her, I was a graduate student in music composition. For various reasons, I never really continued along this path. And although she never complained to me about this change of direction, I think she would be happy to know that I returned to music composition, at least to write a piece of music for this occasion, which is called Song for Susan. Actually, I wrote a song for Susan as a short song for piano about 30 years ago. And, but for tonight, I expanded. It really could be called Variations on a Song for Susan. And I expanded it and arranged it for a quintet, well, a woodwind quintet. And I was lucky to meet up with these 5 wonderful musicians who are in the Shepherd School of Music at Rice. All of their names are on your program. So I won't read through all their names right now, but the names are on your program. And they are going to play the Song for Susan.